Breaking news in the last 20 minutes, academic magnet coach Bud Walpole, whom you see here, has his old job back as the head football coach at Academic Magnet and is expected back on the field, the playing field, tomorrow. This afternoon, he met with Charleston County Superintendent Dr. Nancy McGinley.
He made a commitment to teach all students with better respect, attend sensitivity training, and counsel students before games to be extra vigilant when dealing with people of different racial and ethnic backgrounds. Dr.
McGinley says she got his statements just before 5 p.m. this afternoon, and after reviewing them, she offered him his old job back. He apparently took it. Now, happening in the next 30 minutes, Academic Magnet parents upset over how the school handled the firing of the head football coach. They will meet with some lawyers, we understand. The School Improvement Council has hired 2 lawyers and will take comments from parents. Many of them are upset their children were pulled out of class to be questioned about an after-game ritual that involved smashing a watermelon. That meeting starts at the school tonight at 6:30. Earlier this afternoon, NAACP President Dot Scott said they would possibly pull their support if the board reversed its decision on firing Walpole. You now know that decision has been reversed. Deshawn Brown was there, and she has the latest. Deshawn?
Well, Bill, one big note was that Scott told me their position of support could change if Coach Walpole were reinstated. We now know that he has been. But that's not how the day started. In a press conference this morning, Scott and the NAACP applauded the school board for their decision to remove Coach Walpole. A lot of that was detailed in this 3-page statement. Here's a look at a few of the bullet points from those remarks. The NAACP calling the ritual insulting and reprehensible. One line that really stood out, Dot Scott asked how adults would feel if a mostly black football team had a post-game ritual of urinating on and stomping a Confederate flag. Scott says the controversy at Academic Magnet is not an isolated incident. She says the larger problem is not enough diversity in low-country schools. And ultimately, the NAACP says they want to use this as a teachable moment. The group also called on the community to start a task force promoting racial diversity and education.
The school board member who brought up concerns about the team's post-game ritual said the ritual was insensitive in part because of the history of that campus. Corey Davis is live at Academic Magnet in North Charleston. Corey?
Debbie, 2 schools share this campus. You have the Charleston County School of the Arts and the Academic Magnet High School. Now, the campus itself is called Bonds Wilson. It was dedicated to 2 African Americans. Now, school board member Michael Miller told me today why he is so troubled by the fact that the team smashed watermelons with drawings on them.
Was when it was also accompanied by a picture that took on a similarity of a coon narrative. And then to name the watermelon after 2 men who worked their adult life in education, just to me was very thoughtless and insensitive.
School board member Michael Miller says he doesn't know the intent of the football players involved in the post-game ritual.
But it's the perception, and what it represented to me was something that was very, very troubling.
I went to the Avery Research Center in downtown Charleston to look into the background of the campus. Researchers there went through their massive archives of African American history, showing me their collection on J.R.R. Bonds and John Wilson. A high school named after the educators once stood where Academic Magnet and the School of the Arts are right now. It was closed in the 80s. Bonds Wilson High School was built as an all-black school during segregation. School pictures and class rings were saved in the Avery's archives, preserving the memory of the school. In yesterday's news conference, Dr. Nancy McGinley said the football players nicknamed the watermelons in question Junior and Bonds Wilson.
Just to me was very thoughtless and insensitive.
Miller says it's about accountability.
I've gotten several emails saying that we've called him a racist or that he's been called a racist. Personally, I've never called him that because I don't know that to be. But I do know this is in my opinion, a lack of judgment.
Now, to get into the school, you must live in Charleston County, and students must also fill out an application. Now, here's a racial makeup of the school. Of the 644 students who go there, 545 are white, 15 are African American, 49 are Asian or Pacific Islander, 21 are Hispanic, and 4 are American Indian or Alaskan. From North Charleston, I'm Corey Davis, Live 5 News.